Alrighty, hello YouTube, Handheld Guru 97 back here again with another game review. As you can see before you today, I will be reviewing Nintendo's latest 3DS release, Donkey Kong Country Returns, for the lovely Nintendo 3DS. It was released just last month, which, if you're watching this far in the future and you're saying no it wasn't, Donkey Kong Country Returns 95 was, then May of 2013. And if Donkey Kong Country Returns 95 ever comes out, congratulations for me. I just predicted the future. But at any rate, this, for some people, seems to be a pretty odd title for Nintendo to port to the 3DS. Because Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii only came out 3 years ago, in 2010. So for some people, it's like, a pretty big sense of deja vu. Like, I just played this, like, a year ago. It's like, hello? And the pretty interesting thing is, Nintendo announced this game in February, and it came out May. So it was a pretty quick turnaround. It was like, announce, here's some screenshots, here's the release date, boom, it's here, there you go. Kind of interesting. But, if that makes it sound like it might be a cheap port, be aware it is far from a cheap port. Many people were afraid, especially after hearing how quick the release date was coming after the announcement. This is far from a cheap port. In fact, it is a fantastic port of Donkey Kong Country Returns, now with 3D. So, not much more to explain beyond the game about that. Port of a Wii game that's 3 years old to a handheld that's technically 3 years old as it was announced at E3 2010. But, yeah. So, here is the box art. Just the same thing that you would have gotten on the Wii. Donkey Kong returns in an all-new dimension. And the interesting thing is this doesn't take much advantage beyond the 3D of the 3DS's capabilities. There's no Street Pass, which it would have been kind of cool, like New Super Mario... I mean, no. Not too many Mario games on the 3DS. Super Mario 3D Land, where it shares your best times for a level to incorporate that, but it's not there. That's kind of annoying, but beyond the 3D, it has local play, local co-op play. Like the Wii game, you can play multiplayer. Some other new features to the 3DS version, besides the 3D visuals, is an easy mode and a whole nother world. So, there were already 8 worlds in the original title, and now there's 9. Very nice little bonus, but we'll see if that might be worth your extra money. So let's close up the lights here so we can see. This beautiful handheld is backlit. Be using my 3DS XL that I've had for several months. I haven't reviewed anything on it. So this will be the first, and it's an excellent, excellent showpiece for the XL, more so than I would say New Super Mario Bros. So it's just like that, starts up. Like all Nintendo games, the manual is digital. In fact, there is no manual with the game. In fact, all they include is, this is really a sign of the times. It's kind of... This is the manual. You know, they had the quick start guides for a while there. Now this is all you get. Definitely a sign of the times. Pretty crazy if you ask me. I feel old. Only 15 years old. So, there's Donkey Kong on his balloon spinning around. Let's start it up. Donkey Kong Country Returns, 2010, 2013 Nintendo. Like I said, only 3 years old. Original mode, I have 15 lives, 29% complete. At World 4-5, which is ridiculously hard. I am playing on original mode, not easy mode. I wanted kind of a challenge, so let's look down here at the touchscreen real quick. Just shows you your options, really. 1 player, 2 player, extras, options, and in options, it really is just audio and controls, and really the only thing you can change on controls is which one of these things you want to use. Do you want to use your circle pad or do you want to use your D-pad? Personally, circle pad is what it starts out with, and it's actually not that bad. Usually when I play 2D platformers on this system, I love having it set to the D-pad, but it came default standard with the circle pad, and I haven't switched it over because I'm lazy, I guess. Plays fine audio, nothing to it there. And extras, now this is what you get from collecting Kong pieces in the levels and puzzle pieces in the levels. You can get like images, you can see bosses by beating the various bosses. Spoiler alert, here comes the first boss, I think. There's the first boss. And the weird thing is, these are not in 3D. Turned on the 3D there, and they don't do anything in 3D, which to me it feels like a waste to not pull that off. But you know, it would have been nice. I would have liked it had they been in 3D. The music gallery down here. Oh, let me just let's go to the touchscreen. So, music gallery, diorama gallery, etc. Music gallery, just basically from the levels, from the worlds you played so far. World 9 remixes a lot of the music, so it doesn't have its own thing. So, for example, jungle music and the jungle. Plays simple like that. Yeah, basic stuff like that. But it's nice little replayability that helps add. Now we're gonna start single player. The rest of the game will be viewed on the top screen. And I will just say, beyond those extras, and you're like, oh, they don't use 3D yet. Well, that means the game must not have the best 3D. The game has some phenomenal 3D. I can't show you because as soon as I do, it looks like that. But it goes in. It goes really far in. So it goes in, and it just looks unbelievable. It looks very nice. So here are the 4 worlds I've unlocked so far. This is what you get when you play in original mode. Ruins, beach, and jungle. We'll start with jungle just so you get the feel. Does a very good job of replicating graphics. Now, what this little icon is Kong pieces, puzzle pieces, and your best time. Because you can do time trials and get your best time. And it already has like pre-requirements. Play. So we'll just play through this first level, just show off some of the gameplay. There's not much to show. I mean, I've showed you the extras, I've showed you. It's a 2D platformer, and it's fun. Gonna knock the Tiki out. Donkey Kong emerges, and we are off. Okay, how do I enter the house? Oh, like that. Enter the house. Get another life. Perhaps go in a cave. Just showing you off some of the secrets that you can find. The game is riddled with secrets all over. Collect the puzzle pieces, etc. Let's see. Okay. So, to go down below. Those are coins that you can use in Cranky Kong's shop. And let me let my camera focus real quick. I don't die, but I'm playing through the viewfinder, so that would explain a bit. There is a Kong letter. Just jump up there real quick to grab it for you. Like that. Just grab Kong letter. Stomp it on enemies. Now what you just saw there, that looks pretty darn cool in 3D, seeing them come in from the background and falling in on you. Very interesting little perspective. So you can hear the music sounds fantastic. Sorry about my camera there. It's really lame. Heart piece. Bananas. So basically the game's story, for those of you who don't know, it's 2D platformers. You know, they don't usually revolve around stories, especially Nintendo 2D platformers. But Donkey Kong's trying to recover his banana hoard. And you died. That's what it looks like when you die. So, while the original mode is hard, it's not that hard. I'm just playing through a viewfinder so that I know that you guys are getting quality. And if you die, the interesting thing is, you don't lose your puzzle pieces that you've collected. I mean, I've collected all of them on this level, so I wouldn't lose them either way, but... That's dumb. Let me zoom out. Camera's being really dumb all of a sudden. Come on, camera. Not that hard to pick up, I would assume. Although maybe it is. Get that heart. But if you're looking for more of a old school, harder platformer, Donkey Kong Country Returns will gladly scratch that itch for you. Then of course, Diddy Kong shows up eventually, right? The great thing is that adds 4 hearts. If you're playing on new mode, it adds 6. Now this is where the 3D effect starts to get really interesting. So you have that stuff in the foreground, I mean the background, or in the foreground. Shoots you back there, looks amazing in 3D, I'll just say that much right now. And then another Kong letter. I'm not trying to get them all, I already have them. Some levels are deviously hard. Now this is where it gets really cool. Some of you who might have played the Wii version might notice the frame rate stifling a bit. As a person who's never played the Wii version, this is the only time I played the game, actually. I saw a friend of mine own the Wii version, so that's where I saw this game from, but never played it. There's a piece hidden back there. Look at that. Then you knock the barrel, get an extra life occasionally. I already got all 9 puzzle pieces. I already have all Kong pieces. Okay. I'll just show you Cranky Kong shop real quick, and then we'll do a quick little conclusion, I figure. There's not much more to go over than that. So Cranky Kong's shop, on the original mode of the game, it doesn't include, there's a few exclusive items to new mode that make it just a bit easier. Oh, good old Cranky. Oh, Cranky, oh, I need some help. Oh, Cranky, can you sell me a parrotfish? God, love Cranky. So here you can buy, in original mode, 1 balloon, 3 balloons, or 7 balloons. Banana juice, which makes you temporarily invincible. Adds 1 extra heart to your heart counter. And Squawks will help you find puzzle pieces. There's a few more extra things in the new mode. As a person, I haven't... Hang on just a second. So yeah, I mean, there's a few extra items. I don't really know what they are. I mean, they're in the manual, but I don't want to go in there and read it. But yeah, Cranky Kong can help you out if you're stuck on a level. If you get stuck on a level, it's nice to actually go in there and buy a few balloons to help you through. That's why I have so many, is I need to be a level on World 4. So there's the world map. Hit the home button, because I'll come back here and play it here in probably in just a moment. But to conclude, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, it is a fantastic game. It is truly a great video game. Donkey Kong Country Returns or Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, they're both fantastic. However, if you've played the Wii version of Donkey Kong Country Returns, quite honestly, while this is $5 cheaper than most other 3DS games at $35, at least currently speaking, By the time some of you might watch this video, it might be $10. But at any rate, even though it is cheaper than most, well, that's nice. A nice little bonus, I guess you could call it. It really just, there's not enough added to help you. I mean, if you struggled with the difficulty on the Wii one, yeah, this playing on new mode might help you. Might not. An extra world will only go so far. I mean, if you beat the game on the Wii, there really is nothing to come back to. Unless you absolutely adore this game and you're just like, I have to play it again. But if you've never played it before like me, it's a great way to pick it up. It's very fun. It works flawlessly on the system. I mean, some people are like, well, there's a frame rate issue. I don't notice a frame rate issue because I never played that version. It's a fun 2D platformer. If you are one of those people who are like, Nintendo's 2D platformers are too easy, and you're looking for something a bit harder on the 3DS, this is a good, solid, hardcore 2D platformer. Unless you played on easy mode, then it's not too hardcore. But overall, for those of you who haven't played the game, strongly recommend. For those who have played the game, wait till it's below $20. Definitely wait till it's below $20. And I mean, if you own like a Wii or a Wii U, and you're like, maybe this is a title I'd get my 3DS for. Just like buy the 3DS for this game. You could get it on the Wii for a lot cheaper than this version, like $20 pre-owned or something. So really, it just depends on your preferences. Do you like portable 2D platformers, or do you like your 2D platformers on a console? I mean, it really depends. It looks great on both. The 3D effect on this one's great. But it's all up to you. It's very, I'll just say it again, it's fun, solid 2D platformer. Good job to Retro for making the original Wii game. Fantastic job to Monster Games, who ported this to the 3DS. As Retro is working on their currently undisclosed video game. Fantastic job, you guys. Fun title. Another must-have for the 3DS. I really don't know when Nintendo will stop putting out must-haves for the 3DS. They better stop. There's too many. Alrighty. So thank you for watching YouTube. Hope you guys come back later to see more fantastic reviews of 3DS games, DS games, and all sorts of other stuff. And if you decide to pick this title up, let me know. And if you do, enjoy!